John Mitchell.
ECA, loud and proud, let's make some noise!
Referee Dodds, ball's in the air, Mitchell's up, but Cook gets the hand to it. Hands of McKnight, clocked out to 6 seconds. McKnight probably going to put a shot up, reverses it back to Marsden, he gives it to Cook. 2-0 as Glasgow brings the ball over halfway line for the Eagles. De Schlitzer is guarded by Marsden and Cashaw. John Mitchell, hand off to Glasgow. Glasgow throws it wide to Schlitzer. Schlitzer for three, and makes that one. Great 3-point shot from Nick Schlitzer. He crossed as well defensively, puts the shot off, and Glasgow picks up the loose ball. Hussein goes tumbling to the ground, as does Cashaw. Maybe there's a little bit of sweat in there, I don't know. Here's Fletcher. He throws it back out to Hussein. Hussein from way downtown. The rifleman hits it to Mitchell. And it's in the hands of Fletcher.
It's not been a great start by either team, but Sheffield really nervous. I mean, they're fumbling the ball 3 times. Shots are falling short. Meanwhile, the Eagles are absolutely red hot on their shooting.
Fantastic shooting start by the Eagles. 9-2 in front. Here's McKnight trying to drive, goes all the way to the basket and reverses it in. Lovely layup by McKnight.
Yeah. Second really smart play is made of the night.
Points a game so far this season. Here's Glasgow, he finds Schlitzer in the corner. Schlitzer thought about the 3, goes for the floater for 2, misses it, but Mitchell's up there with the offensive rebound, gets his own rebound back, and then look at that.
Yeah, I don't think referees are calling many of those fouls these days, and Cook stood his ground well, but hats off to Mitchell for staying with it.
Here's Cook against Mitchell again.
Well, we were talking about this matchup, weren't we?
Yeah, it's a real
already a ding-dong.
Well.
Talking about matchups, Jeff, I think that one advantage of having Glasgow in is that Sheffield's backcourt's been playing pretty well, and I think that Glasgow and Fletcher are well.
McKnight comes away with it for Sheffield. Inside to Marsden. Marsden, nice turnaround, jumps back to the rim, comes down. Nick Lewis takes the rebound. Cashaw forces play. Cashaw, nice layoff to Cook, and Cook's in again for 2 points. And Sheffield coming straight back into this game at 14-10 now. Here's Schlitzer turning off the glass, short, but Mitchell's up. It's a small lineup for the Eagles at the moment.
You could do, but I mean, obviously, Coach McLeod's thinking here of rotations, getting everybody in early.
Fletcher gives it out to Glasgow. 6 on the shot clock. He gives
Great
it back
pass
to Williams. Lovely pass from Glasgow. Kyle Williams. Eagles with a 3-guard rotation. Nice shot from Darius Defoe from the inbound rebound. Fletcher with a long pass to Glasgow. Glasgow to Defoe. Defoe's up, but it doesn't go in. Cook takes the rebound and loses off to the races at the other end. And he lays it in for 2 off the glass. Sheffield once again back to within 4.
Number of shots he's taken, he took that really well. Nice little bit of Euro step to create the layup opportunity. Took it really well.
There's Defoe to Glasgow. Glasgow using Defoe as a screen. Finds Kai Williams to Lasker in the corner. Lasker puts up to go in the first quarter.
Well, that was either great awareness from Kai Williams or a tremendous call from Drew Lasker, or a bit of both.
And at the other end, it's McKnight, Mike Tuck, and Mike Tuck replies.
Break this quarter for the Eagles set from Glasgow.
That's right, yeah. McKnight finds Bakovic out wide, Bakovic for 2, in it goes over Eddie Matthew.
Read your notes correctly, hasn't he been averaging something like 20 minutes a game in the first part of the season?
Here's Williams for 3 for the Eagles, that's off the backboard. Lasker gets up well, tips and hole to Glasgow. Glasgow from way downtown, way downtown. Hits the 3. Tuck sets a screen at the top of the 3-point line. Lewis tries to turn the corner, goes the other way. He finds McKnight, but couldn't get the shot off. Good defense by the Eagles here for the last play. McKnight couldn't get the shot off. And that's the end of the first quarter with the Eagles leading by 27-21. Cashaw, McKnight, and for the first time tonight, Buna Njai's on board. Williams fakes the 3 but gives it to Fletcher. Fletcher inside to Defoe. Defoe against Cook. Trying to turn. It's another tough shot over the 6'10". Inbounds to Tuck. One bounce from Tuck, he gives it in. Cashaw going all the way to the basket, and that's a really good drive by Cashaw to the basket. Lays it in, and he's fouled in the act of shooting by Kai Williams. Comes up with a rebound, gives it to Fletcher. Fletcher will go against McKnight, off the glass, and not quite in, but good offensive rebound by Kai Williams. An excellent putback by Kai. Gives it to Cook, Cashaw. Cashaw puts up the floater and manages to get it in. A little bit off balance, but still makes a shot. The team that's picked up the ball, there's a lovely lob pass into Mike Tucker. It's blocked by Kai Williams, and Eddie Matthew comes away and finds Drew Lasker, and Lasker returns it. Fletcher to Williams. Lasker comes round, picks it off. Cashaw come out with him. Defoe just outside the 3-point line. Fletcher tried to find his space, but good defence by Njai. Fletcher though
recognised that, and he's just settling the Sharks down, put them into some sort of structure.
Cook asks for it inside. And that'll be a foul on Hussein.
I think that's where everybody's going to find a tough matchup again.
Cashaw looking for some help. Lewis to McKnight. McKnight for two. That's off the front of the rim, but Lewis is easy to take a rebound and danced easily to the basket, laid it in, and with 4:56, 38-34 Eagles. Yes, Cashaw for three. That one bounces out. Long rebound falls in the hands of Ramon Fletcher. Eagles back on offense. Fletcher dancing, twisting, turning into the traffic and lays it in for two. Here's Tuck at the other end. Gives it out to Lewis. Lewis throws the ball straight to Rodney Glasgow, who gives it to Ramon Fletcher. And breaks away, lays it in for two. Puts Eagles back up by 7 at 42-35 inside the last 3 minutes of the half. McKnight, shaking, baking, he's going to go all the way to the basket, but John Mitchell got a piece of that one, I think. And has a good long look at Mackie McKnight to say, don't do that in my house. Defoe drops that ball off, and it's Mitchell at the other end, laying it in for two. Mitchell coming out and set the screen. Last cut to Williams. Williams to Fletcher, Fletcher to Mitchell. Mitchell going hard at the basket. Reverse layup under the basket. That's going to be well short. Mitchell takes yet another rebound. Fletcher, nice shake and bake on Lewis, and lays it. Good defence from the Eagles in particular, give them those opportunities. Sheffield at the other end. Lewis, he'll come round, back to Tuck. Yeah, offensive foul. Well brought by Ramon Fletcher, but Tuck definitely pulled the more stop. It would be an excellent first half performance from them. Yes, Glasgow bringing the ball over halfway. Mitchell spins against Cook. Cook stops him once, but he can't stop the second time as he takes an offensive rebound. There as well, enjoying this basketball game, no doubt. Mitchell comes and takes Glasgow's pass. Shot clock's down to 4-3. Glasgow goes all the way to the basket and lays it in for two. Sheffield have got 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. Cashaw can't get his shot away. 1.2 left on the clock. My fault, sorry. Well corrected by my producer, who told me it was a 12-2. Well, that was a bit of a soft one for the Eagles, right on the buzzer. We're all looking at each other as if to say we shouldn't have allowed them to score that. But Lens 52-37 first half, and the Eagles have got to be well pleased with that day. Now met by Hussein. Yes, Cashaw into Cook again still faced by Hussein. Hussein on 3 fouls. Having to do an awful big job there, but Cook offense, but Glasgow's shot doesn't make it. McKnight finds Cashaw, who drives all the way to the basket. And
putting the full court press on.
Yes, Fletcher. His pass inside is knocked away by Cook, and it's Sharks off and running again. Nice ball movement. Cashaw thought about the three, didn't shoot it. Gives it out to Lewis. Lewis will shoot the three. He needs second rebounds all over the place, but then Fletcher came from behind Cook, picked that one up. He knocks it to Schlitzer, but Schlitzer's 3-point shots off. Cook takes the rebound, and Sheffield with a chance to cut it even further. Bullet pass from McKnight. 10 points to score without reply, and they're on offense again. Here's Lewis, he'll go up, shoot the two, he drops it off to Marsden. Marsden gets to the basket.
You're exchanging the ball, people working without the ball.
It's Fletcher in Glasgow, and Schlitzer comes inside from Fletcher's pass. Turnaround jump shot, makes two, Nick Schlitzer. Eagles back up by 5, 54 to 49. Running with Fletcher. Fletcher to Schlitzer, Schlitzer off the glass. Oh, that was wild from Nick Schlitzer. Sheffield clean up the boards. McKnight to Cook. Cook lays it in for wide open three. It was for Nick Schlitzer, but he failed to make it. Sheffield back on offense again, 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Marsden gets around Williams, tries to go turn back the other way. Beautiful move by Darius Defoe, comes up with the rebound after Schlitzer tipped it. Eagles still up by 1. There's Glasgow for 2. Puts them back up by 3. I'm sticking with Cook at the moment. He's come back on for Rob Marsden, and he tries to drive inside, but the ball's stripped from his grip. Lasker finds Glasgow on the break, and Glasgow lays it in for another 2. Eagles with a little. McKnight with a long 3, had to launch it because the shot clock was just about to expire. The combination of Kai Williams and Darius Defoe picks up the defensive rebound for the Eagles. Now Fletcher goes all the way to the basket, lays it in off the glass. That's a 6-0 Eagles reply since McLeod's timeout. Fletcher just settles it down. We go to 8, 7 seconds, 6. Back out to Kai Williams. That's a long 3-ball. And he gets shooter's roll, I think, or the hometown roll, whatever you want to call it. But that's just McKnight for Njai. He's stripped by Drew Lasker, who finds Ramon Fletcher on the break and lays it in for 2. And I think your point about Njai being rusty Dave's a good one, because he stripped rather easily there by Drew Lasker. McKnight from way downtown, and the buzzer, that was trying to repeat his 5-point shot from the All-Stars game. And the Eagles battled back there. That was a what? A quarter of two quarters or 2 halves or whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's way too complicated for me, bro.
So it's Glasgow, Lasker, Mitchell back on for Defoe at the moment. Eddie Matthews also on the court for Ramon Fletcher. Rodney Glasgow back to Kai Williams. Kai Williams thought about the 3, goes inside, then flicks the ball back out to 53.
What great execution of that shot. He must have seen that player flying at him, and he never took his eyes off the rim. He never changed his...
Our producer suggested it may have been a foul there.
Oh, okay.
By Lasker.
Oh, our producer's returned, has he?
So yes, Cashaw coming inside. Nice little 2-point shot again. No, decides not to. Glasgow turns the corner, gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell, finds Matthew in the corner for 3, and Matthew knocks down the 3.
He's got to really bang that in. I thought Matthews was going to find Drew Lasker on the 3, but what a super little drop pass.
There's Lewis again, driving to the basket. This time he makes the 2. Eagles lead by 13 with 5:25 to go. It's 73-60. There's Cashaw. There's another 2 points for Cashaw. He's coming on more. Fletcher doesn't look too impressed with Hussein's finish there. Very slow in getting back. Cashaw finds Tuck inside. Tuck lays it in for 2. Cuts the gap.
30, however old he is, still playing with great energy.
He's 36-year-old now, and he's only 6'2". He's getting that 3 in from the corner to give Glasgow another assist.
I must be honest and say I had a little bit of a thought about the Glasgow Fletcher situation. 2 lefty guards. I thought about the pre-season, completely irrelevant, because I'll tell you what, they've both got real good talent.
Drew Lasker's with 5 rebounds now from the guard, coming off the bench. Yes, Tuck for 3 from the top, and that's Mike Tuck's.
Maybe Coach McLeod wants a little bit more on the offensive end, but they have got this lead still.
Nick Lewis steps back, shoots the 3, and makes the 3 this time. 2 minutes, 76-72 to the Eagles. McKnight, he finds Marsden inside. Marsden takes out more beautifully, and a little chance to either tie the game or take the lead. And it's McKnight directing traffic to Tuck. Here's Lewis. We all know where Lewis is going to go. Yep, he's going to go to the basket. He's going to run this one all the way down. Rodney Glasgow with the ball. He steps up. That 2-point shot is so far short. Sheffield have got 7 seconds to win this game. And I have to say the Eagles have almost thrown this game away if Sheffield want to win now. Nick Lewis tries to go for 3 and is blocked by Drew Lasker, and as time expires we're into overtime at 76-all. Sheffield on the offence. There's McKnight turning the corner. Almost like the Harlem Globetrotters the way he's dribbling that ball. There's Marsden, he's going to go tough to the basket. Marsden makes his left.
2-0 after 3 minutes in overtime. It's a very low producing offence, isn't it?
Yeah, good point, Dave. Only 2 points scored. Here's Lewis. He'll turn around, puts the 2-point shot up. Great rebound by Cook, but it's the Eagles who get away with the ball. And Fletcher attacks the rim and lays it in for 2. And is that not what we talked about? Much more tempo. It goes up from the bleachers. Sheffield.
Now Sheffield going into the stall game. Well worked.
Lovely play from Sheffield. Fantastic play from Sheffield. McKnight. And it's Sheffield who've got the inbound. I think we see a foul coming pretty quickly. They want to get the ball to McKnight.
Yeah.
Oh, they've done well, Sheffield, there to avoid the foul. And it's McKnight in the end who gets fouled. And he'll go to the line. Leicester at home and 2 games against Manchester. And obviously Sheffield next week again as well. John Mitchell makes the layup off an offensive rebound. Fletcher, I think, was trying to go for an and 1, and there they are. Sheffield have taken this game by 83 points to 80, and I don't think we would have said that at half time, Dave. The Eagles will even lead 50.
We wouldn't have said that at half time, and I think there'll be an awful lot of people in this building trying to figure out exactly how that happened. But I mean, it was a drought, wasn't it? It was an absolute drought, yeah. Coinciding with them taking all the good things they were doing in the offence and just going to a real slow down game, backing the guards down and trying to hope that they'd figure out a way to score as that 24-second clock clicking in, and it just simply doesn't work. But you have to say, well done Sharks to pull it back from what seemed like a very, very difficult position at half time.
Yeah, four points from the Eagles in the last 9 minutes and 4 seconds of the game, and they now move to 5-2, and Sheffield go to 4-1. So, sorry, 4-2 the Eagles now. So Sheffield on the same, they've now only lost to 1 game, so in that respect, Sheffield probably favourites to lead the group now.
It's difficult, isn't it, to work it out, because I was a little bit concerned about when they'd lost that game to Glasgow, they made a comeback, and then, they go down and beat Leicester, at Leicester, in the game, and then they beat Cheshire. And I just don't understand where the philosophy came from in that final phase in regulation tonight. I thought they were trying to get it a little bit back in overtime, but it just simply wasn't working for them.